Hi, I'm LaJoy and welcome to Healing Flow. Today's pour is inspired by one of the hard moments in my life when I had to sign my divorce papers. Before I share that story, let me show you the colors that I will be using and why. So, the first color is black. This color represents the end of my marriage when 6 years of my life were checked off on a checklist. The next color is purple. This represents the grief and despair of betrayal. And then the color tan, it represents the wilderness or the desert. Then blue represents living water. And then green represents God's promise to do a new thing. So I'll never forget standing there in that UPS store and he pulls out his checklist. And one of the items on his checklist was to finalize divorce, just like an errand to be ran. He marked off 6 years of my life. I was like devastated. I was holding back all of my emotions. I was screaming to myself, telling myself, you better not cry. Don't don't let him see you cry. Do not break down in front of him. And he was on one side of the store with the notary, and I had to go to the other side of the store to make a copy of my ID. And when I walked to the other side of the store, I heard God whisper to me, see, I'm doing a new thing. Do you not perceive it? Springs are welling up in the desert. And that word just made me pause and think, like, shift your perspective. It gave me enough strength not to break down in front of him. It gave me just enough courage to sign uh, those papers with my head held high. But later, when I got in my car, I fell apart. I broke down. Like, he had it like on a checklist, like, get rid of joy, check. But I knew God had planted something in me in that moment, and God was going to do a new thing. During my healing journey, I discovered acrylic pours, and I fell in love with this process. I think I fell in love with the process because they always start off messy, paint splashing everywhere, uh, colors fighting for space. It's like unpredictable chaos. But as the paint begins to flow and settle, you begin to see something beautiful uh, emerge from the mess. And that's what healing feels like too. At first, it's messy, it's overwhelming, like everything is running together. Um, but it's during this time that we got to allow God to work during our mess. If you give Him time to settle things, you start to see new patterns, new life, new beauty. This painting is called Streams in the Desert, and it's inspired by Isaiah 43 and 19 and my own healing journey after divorce. If you'd like to read the full story behind this painting, you can find it on my blog, and I'll link it in the description. And if you want to go even deeper into Isaiah 43:19, I've created a free Bible study just for you. You can download it through the link in the description as well. And I just want to remind everyone, even when you feel like you're in a desert, God's living water is always going to find you. The desert doesn't get the last word. The living water does.